Hey guys, today's lesson is on multiplying fractions and mixed numbers. Hopefully this is just review for all of you. Okay, like I've been telling you with all the operations that you have covered, make sure you try to get the sign first. If at all possible, get the sign first. Remember that when you're multiplying a positive times a positive, whether it's a fraction, decimal, or an integer, that number is going to be a positive. A negative times a negative is positive when you multiply the numbers. When the signs are different, a negative times a positive or a positive times a negative, that product comes out to a negative, and then you just multiply the numbers. So at all possible, try to get the sign first. Now that you got the sign of your product, the next thing to do is make sure that you're multiplying, when you're multiplying fractions, that there are true fractions. That means mixed numbers have to be turned into improper fractions in order for it to have two parts, a numerator and denominator. If you forgot how to turn a mixed number into an improper fraction, just follow the formula that was given. You just take the denominator, multiply it to the whole number, add that to the numerator. That becomes your numerator of your improper fraction, and the denominator is the same denominator from your mixed number. Now that you have the sign of your product and that two fractions you're multiplying together are true fractions, then the next thing to do is just to multiply. Take the two numerators, multiply them together. That's going to be the numerator of your product. Take the two denominators, multiply them together, and that's going to be your denominator of your product. Then you can simplify if at all possible. I personally prefer cross-canceling. That means taking numerator from one of the fractions, simplifying it with the denominator of the other, and vice versa. So if you guys can do that, it's a great tool to simplifying before you multiply, which makes it a lot easier, especially if you're dealing with large values on your numerator and your denominator.